Welcome everyone to today, where it is the 32nd Saturday of Ordinary Time, and it is November 15th, 2025. If we recall from today's Holy Gospel for today, we notice that Jesus is speaking to all of us about when we pray. And so, in many times in our life, we make time to offer it to God. So, how often do we allow ourselves to listen to the voice of God? Because every single instance to which we pray, sometimes we have different intentions to why we pray. Some of us may pray because we want to make a request to God to do something for us, whilst others may pray to show gratitude towards God. And there are other times where they pray to help guide one another. So, in summary, there are various reasons as to why we as Catholics pray. And so, Jesus in today's Holy Gospel focuses on the theme of just listening to God as He's going to respond to all of us in prayer. Because regardless of why we pray, every single prayer is good as long as our intention is for God. So we can pray for various amounts of things. God does not stop us from doing that. But all of us here are encouraged to continue to follow the will of God as we continue to pray throughout our journey of faith. And so to follow the will of God, it isn't easy. All of us here need God's help. That is why in today's Holy Gospel, we can see the woman begging the king to help them. And the king doesn't side with God himself. The king doesn't also side with anyone in particular. So when the woman kept bothering the king, eventually he has to respond. Because it is not the fact that God called him to, but because he is very, very willing to. Because of the amount of times that the woman had bothered the king. And so, therefore, the woman got treated with how she wanted to be treated. And so, what does this mean for all of us? All of us here have various requests to which we ask God. Sometimes it can be from small forms all the way to large forms. And if we think about it, we do foot in the door as we learn in psychological science, where we start off small and go big. And so here, as we continue to listen to God in prayer, all of us here are encouraged to have faith in Him, as He is going to respond to all of us in times where we may face various situations. God will answer each and every one of us. He will not delay us from being able to journey throughout our faith, because God knows what we need in order for us to be able to maintain a stable life. And God will take care of each and every one of us. But all of us are encouraged by God to love one another just like how God loved each and every one of us here. So as we wrap up this reflection, let us reflect upon how we are praying. Let us reflect upon how much did we offer towards the Lord, and how much faith did we put in to allow the Lord to help work through all of us. As all of us may encounter this brokenness, but yet the Lord is there to restore all of us in the faith. So each and every one of us here are encouraged to continue on praying, but to believe in the presence of the Lord as we pray. Because the more we gather in prayer, the more the Lord is going to be with us. And so I want to wrap up my reflection by providing this mission to which all of us here can do for today. Prayer is just a conversation with God. But the more faith we have, relationships will strive to come. Bigger and better relationships will happen